Hello, welcome back to Throttle Gaming, where we discuss everything video games. Take a look at some gameplay footage and some reviews. We're going to finish off the Evercade series with 16. 16 is just the last one on the market at this time. They have announced up to, I believe, 24 volumes. Plus, we found out what that other series of games are that are with the Versus ad, and that's going to be an arcade series. But we'll talk a little bit more about that after. So with this one, volume 16 is Piko Interactive Collection 2. Nice collection here. Varies. There's a little bit of a surprise that I'll show you in the gameplay footage, and I'll discuss it after when we come back. Collection itself has 13 games included. The only knock on this is they are all sports titles. Soccer Kid, yeah, I know it's kind of a side scroller, but it's the soccer element, so you still have that to contend with. But other than that, a nice solid lineup of titles. And with that being said, let's break into it and look at some gameplay footage. Alright, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that look at Volume 16, Piko Interactive Collection number 2. Another nice addition to the Evercade collection. And like I said, the only knock I do have on this is that it's all sports related. And again, we do have some title changes as well, like Beast Ball, used to be Brutal Sports Football, and then Hoop Shut Up and Jam, used to be Barkley Shut Up and Jam. I'm sure it's all just copyright. Same with Top Racer 2, Top Gear. Other than that, really impressed. The one thing I said that was a surprise was the Football Madness. I know it doesn't look like much, but the ability to have that 3D PS1 style game is something that's amazing. I'm glad they can pull it off. And like I said in one of my previous videos, there was that new firmware update to allow PS1 titles. And this is kind of, it's like they're testing the waters, and it works. If we can get some earlier 3D polygon games on this and they run fine, I'm all up for it. And like I mentioned earlier before in another video, with the verses and the extra shoulder buttons and that firmware update, I thought we'd see a little bit more, maybe like some Tekken or some of the earlier fighters, some of the 3D titles that came out on the PS1, or maybe even the Saturn. And this shows the system would be able to handle that. And then as well, that new series of cartridges, the purple ones, like this is kind of like a maroon, maroonish dark red, brown color. The purple line is an arcade line, and they've already announced 4 volumes for that when the Evercade Versus does come out. I believe it will be compatible with the handheld as well, but only time will tell. So my thoughts right now, I think the Evercade is on a good track. I know a lot of people do have mixed feelings on it, but for those that wish they could start getting into some of the retro stuff and getting dedicated hardware and games, the prices are right out to lunch. Just they're too high, and this is a very nice alternative, and there's no way you can beat 25 bucks Canadian for one of these cartridges that has multiple titles on it. There's none, and I believe they're 20 bucks in the US, and I think they're 15 pounds in the UK. And if I'm wrong, please correct me down below. But I think you get your value for the money. Even the system itself is a pretty good deal. Up here it's about 100 Canadian, 110 for a system in a game, and then 130 for the premium package with 3 titles. And I believe the Versus is coming out around the same price mark, but we'll see as we get closer to the date. And those that don't like the handheld, if you want to hold off and see what the Versus is like, I will be picking that up. Just be aware that isn't till I believe November, so we'll get more information. They did send out an email not too long ago about a Founders Edition for the Versus, kind of a premium package. And I'll be taking a look. I don't know if I'll get the Founders, but I will be getting the Versus as well, and I'll be trying to get all the other titles. So as of now, this is close to the end of May. We do have 16 titles out, and they've already announced, I believe, up to 25. Plus they've also announced 4 additional titles that are the new arcade series. So we'll just keep an eye out for them as they come out, and I'll throw them up on the channel as they're released. Another nice addition that they've been starting to do is throw in some extras. This Piko Interactive Collection comes with a sticker sheet. That Jellicoe collection that I reviewed before actually comes with a poster. So some of them do have some stuff thrown in there as a bonus, and every cartridge does come with a manual with a little bit of a history on the game and a brief description. So like I said, very impressed. Not a huge sports fan, so nice collection, but not my favorite. But like I said, with that Football Madness running full 3D, early polygons, it ran fine in my opinion. Not my favorite game, but it's something to see, and it hopefully opens up the doors to earlier PlayStation 1 and Saturn titles, which I would like to see. So again, favorite titles on this one would be like Eliminator Boat Duel, even though I didn't do good on the gameplay footage I showed you. Beast Ball, I did play Brittle Sports Football quite a bit on the Jaguar when that originally released. I know it was also on the Amiga and I believe Atari ST systems as well. Soccer Kid, not too bad, and then Top Racer 2, an awesome game. So the other ones could give or take. But if you're a sports fan and you like a nice variety, pick up Piko Collection number 2. Like I said, nice variety of 8, 16, and 32-bit titles on this. Please hit the subscribe button down below, leave a like, and let me know down below what your thoughts are on this. Are you planning on picking it up? Are you looking forward to the future of Evercade as it expands? Are you going to be picking up the system or the Versus? And will you be getting any of the arcade series when it's released? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.